playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. Four touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Anderson.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 122 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Anderson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Anderson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Looking to throw. Anderson.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Anderson.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
Up the middle they go. Payne. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, it's Payne. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, just a really crisp, clean effort, well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
He's got another one to Johnston.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The Colts at 6-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Carter. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Jonathan Mingo.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On second down now, it's Payne. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Payne, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Payne, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the Colts 25-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
Shoves him away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30. And the Colts first down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And incomplete. He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Back to throw. Anderson.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Anderson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs
From 8 yards out.
and the Colts are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Anderson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Anderson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. He gets it to Thomas. And he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
To throw is Anderson on 1st down.
Complete to Johnston here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Colts first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Take it at the 37.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Anderson
Finds Johnston.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Payne. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here's Anderson to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 6 yards away.
And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. A 3rd down gain of 19. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Payne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down. It's Payne. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
For the field goal, a 62-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Anderson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Anderson.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Indianapolis.
They'll look to throw again. Stiff-armed him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taylor. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Anderson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Pass out left finds Johnston.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game? And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Baseman, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
They run once more with Taylor.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Payne. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds. And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Anderson following the fumble recovery. He'll throw. Thomas brings it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Anderson. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he returns this to the 22. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. And
he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Indy set to go on offense once more. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side the way that this one is turning out.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 27-yard line.
Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you